This is my Gheenoe LT25 Raptor edition. I just want to go over kind of the stuff that I got. I did look at tons of different skiffs before I bought this. Salt Marsh, Skimmer Skiff, South Dade, and basically I ended up getting this for what you got for the price point. It kind of just met my needs a little bit better. I ended up getting an aluminum trailer. If you're gonna fish saltwater, I highly recommend you get an aluminum trailer. They just last a lot longer. I used to have galvanized and they seem to always end up rusting out eventually, and then you got to get a new trailer. So this time around I just basically wanted to buy once, cry once. I just went with aluminum with a spare tire mount just in case. I ended up putting an iPilot on here. I didn't initially want to, I just didn't need it. I just wanted something to kind of power by the back, kind of steer by the back, but I didn't need the spot lock or any of that. They ended up not having anything else, so I paid a little bit extra. I got an iPilot with the Minn Kota. I also got the shark eyes up front. It's just a little bit cleaner look than the regular nav lights they put up front. And then this is the wedge nose mount with a quick connect for the trolling motor, just in case you're going to the store, you're running out of town somewhere, you don't really want to leave this on here on a long drive or something. You can just pop it off with this pin here and pull it right off. It's super convenient. I got front and raised decks. With it being such a small boat, I kind of wanted a lot of storage. I don't like tripping over a bunch of stuff. I know a lot of people get these LT25s and they love that minimalist kind of addition that you can get with it. I just want a lot of storage because I explore just as much as I fish. So I went with 2 hatches on the front and rear deck, and then I had to move the battery up front here to kind of help distribute the weight. For me, it makes a little bit of a difference. I'm not too big of a person. I'm like 170 pounds. So having that little bit of weight up front kind of just helps balance it out. You could usually get a live well in this hatch or the hatch in the back. I never use them, so I didn't even get it plumbed. I even have one. If I use live bait, I just use a bait bucket, and I don't fish tournaments to have to really keep my fish alive. So I just opted out. I didn't need it. I don't want the plumbing on it, especially with it being a smaller boat. I wanted more storage. So basically I put my tackle up here, and then the hatches in the back, I kind of just have all my Coast Guard safety equipment, life jackets, stuff like that. And then this back hatch has a fuel tank and all that good stuff. This lifts up, which is really nice because you can get right back here, and I basically put my little speaker in there, my phone, my trolling motor remote, all that kind of stuff in here. And then you can access the wires really easily too. It's kind of nice. Super convenient. And that just pops back down. I'd suggest getting a little bit bigger of a cooler. I got a little roadie up front right now because I don't have a bigger Yeti. But it's kind of nice. It's kind of comfortable having this little backrest here. If you got anybody sitting in the front. If you're gonna have 2 people fishing all the time on this and they're gonna be sitting there, I might not do this front deck because you got to kick your legs up here. Because if you try to put your feet down in here, you are kind of cramped. So if you do away with this front deck, you'll have a little bit more space to kind of stretch your legs out. Just a thought to keep in mind. I usually fish by myself, and so I wanted more storage. What's cool about this, got the under gunwale mount rod holders. There's 2 on each side. I would also suggest getting they make folding ones. So I would do that. I got the fixed mount ones, and they're great because I usually do fish. It doesn't really matter. I got rods sitting all in here anyways. But if you're not gonna fish and you want those out of the way, I would go ahead and get the flip down ones. They'll flip out of the way. You don't have to trip over the dang things. Just a console. This has, I'm trying to do it with just my damn one hand and a phone here. This does tilting, so you can adjust to what you want. I have a Lowrance HDS7 on there. The only reason I have that is was on a Black Friday sale this year, and I got it for like 65% off, so it was a pretty good deal. So I just went and picked it up. If you are going to get a Raptor, I would definitely put a RAM mount on here and raise that up a little bit. As you can see, it's kind of hides behind the steering wheel a little bit, and it's not that big of a deal. I'll put a RAM mount on there eventually, but I'd probably just do that right out the gate. It'd be a little bit easier. All your switches, all that good stuff here. I did put lights in it in case I do go out at night. You can't see those dang things. It's just a little light strip under there. They're freaking bright. It's definitely enough lights, and they're all LED too. So automatic bilge, all that stuff. But if you want to manually turn it on, you can. They hook that up. I've got my jack plate switch up here. I ended up putting this cheap Amazon stuff up here. It's a little bit easier to put on your, if you're standing up there for a while, instead of just the fiberglass platform that's there. It was like 40 bucks to put that on there. It was super cheap. I did go with a hydraulic jack plate. I like to go in some pretty shallow water, and I just like to have the confidence that the bottom of this motor is not going to drag on the freaking ground. And then I do have tilt and trim on here. What I found out so far is that if you tilt it back a couple inches and raise that jack plate up a couple inches, you'll get like 4 miles an hour faster just because of that. So just keep that in mind. Just by myself, I almost hit 30. I got about 29.8 according to the Lowrance, and then I had 2 people on it, and I went like 28. I didn't lose anything. This thing goes one speed, whether you got 1 or 2 people on it. Didn't really lose much. That's pretty much it.